What's up, guys? It's Joe at Station Athletics, and today I wanted to talk about something that I don't think gets explained properly a lot of times, and that is where you kind of should be sitting when it comes to assault bikes, or in this scenario, an echo bike. So step one is to make sure that your toe or the ball of your foot is on the center mass of that pedal. All right, so let's go over the seat position. There's two dimensions when it comes to the echo bike, and that is a forward and backward seat position and an up and down seat position, okay? As you can see, the bike slides down and up on that pin, all right? This is gonna be solely associated to really just how tall you are. If you're 5'2", and you're a female athlete, it's gonna be lower. If you're 6 foot tall, you're gonna be higher on that bike, okay? The purpose of that is you wanna make sure that your rotation is set and in line with where your foot is established on the bike and how much bend you have in your knee. You don't wanna be too low or too high when it comes to your rotations and your positioning on that bike. So let's start with being too high. When you're too high, what's happening is when you're rotating, you're not getting the full extension and your hip is gonna be fully locked out and you're gonna lose that rotational speed, okay? If you're too low, the problem is you're gonna be straining yourself and you're gonna be in this kind of balled up position where you're never really gonna get a full output, and honestly, you're just gonna burn out your quads and it's gonna hurt way more than it should, okay? So the positioning, you wanna be rotating the pedal, okay? As you're coming around in your rotation, you wanna make sure that you only have a slight knee bend on that rotation as the pedal is rotating through, okay? If it is fully extended and your knee is locked, that means you are too high. If you are balled up and you never really get into an extension position, that means you are going to be too low. The last part here is understanding how close should I be to the arms of the bike, all right? You wanna be close enough to where when you're pushing and pulling, your arm has a slight bend in it, or your elbow is slightly bent. If you are pushing with a full extended arm, you are losing the pull ability, because the echo bike is a push-pull machine. It's not just I'm pedaling and pushing. You need to be actively pulling the arm of the bike back. And to create the most power, if your arm is slightly bent or your elbow, some elbow flexion, you're able to really maximize and maintain the RPMs on that bike. So guys, I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you at the gym.